What it do? Three Dudes podcast coming at you. Well, two dudes and a Sarah. We'll count you as a dude because JJ's out doing whatever JJ's doing. So, how's everybody doing today?
Yo, hanging in there, man.
Sarah, how are you?
Same. I'm good. I'm good. I don't
Yeah.
really
Just
know what
pumped.
day it is anymore, but I'm
I
good.
know.
Right? How are we all feeling about the Mika trade or Micah trade? I said Mika, but I meant Micah. 2 firsts. That's
Two
like
firsts. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's it. They got more for Khalil Mack. The Bears did. Or Bears
don't know-
sent more for Khalil Mack.
I don't know who Micah is.
Micah Parsons got traded today. This is
Oh,
great.
to
I'm
the
so glad you're in the
Cowboys.
league for all of this stuff to happen. Micah Parsons got traded today
From the Cowboys.
to the Green Bay
Packers.
Packers for 2 first-round picks and Kenny Clark. So, all I think
don't
that
know
means
who
for
Kenny Clark
fantasy
is
is,
either, but okay.
hey, the Dallas Cowboys are going to be in shootouts. Like, hey, it's great. CeeDee Lamb to the moon. All right, guys. So I guess we'll just jump into this. So obviously this is going to be a keeper, as the title suggests. We're finding out our keepers. So, if you're logging in, you're from the league. Hey, I promise you we're going to go over keepers, but I'm going to make this as long and drawn out as possible to just keep you involved for the algorithm. If you're here for any other reasons, we get to meet Sarah today. She's in the league. She's also my wife. We're going to go over,
Finally made it.
we're going to go over how she feels about the league. We'll ask her questions. I'll let Aaron jump in at any point. And at the very end, I have a little special kind of teaser for the actual draft, something I've been putting together. You're not going to get to see a lot of it, but hopefully the league will kind of find it fun, and we'll talk about it on the next podcast after the draft. So I guess we'll just jump right in. So, before we do anything, meet Sarah. So here's Sarah, right? Sarah is my wife. We've been together for 20-ish years now, married for 14. I've known her almost as long as I've known Aaron and JJ. So, Sarah, do you want to give us a little bit about you?
Sure. I like long walks on the beach, sunsets. Just kidding. No, by daytime I go by Miss Masterson. But after 4:00 I go by Sarah. I teach first grade and I love football, but probably not as much as the two dudes that are here.
Yeah, probably. Fair enough. So today's show, I thought it'd be kind of fun to get into. Now, granted, you are in the league, right? So this is your first year with us.
Being part of having a spot to choose.
Having a spot in the league. But I thought it'd be fun to get your opinion of the league, not just the league, but how much of my time fantasy football takes up. How do you feel about that? I can always say from my perspective how much I love fantasy football, but I've never gotten hey, what do you think about it? How do wives feel about fantasy football? And I think this is important because I was talking to my boss who she straight up told me she hates fantasy football because her husband disappeared. So I was like, you know what? This would be fun to talk about. So what do you think?
Well, we're going on 20 years in the making. I used to get flowers when football season started, but I think that stopped about 5 years ago. I don't get that anymore. That's okay. Fantasy football is cool, I guess. The league is good. Having all the guys over, making my house beautiful and them all leaving and then having to make my house beautiful again. It's cool.
I mean, Aaron, if you have any questions, feel free to jump in here. But one of the questions I guess I have for you is fantasy. I took today off. I have tomorrow off. And for this next 4 days, I am getting the house ready and getting everything ready for this draft. How do you feel having everyone over, me making this? It's a massive deal at our house. draft, and I joke about this all the time. The draft day is my Christmas. It is literally my favorite day of the year. So
Not
I
a joke.
appreciate that you put up with it. But how does that like affect your life? What do you feel like when all I focus on for a good week and a half is literally this draft?
You know, it's cool. Kind of feel like you know, we're living different schedules, I guess. But it's fun. I like football. I have learned a lot from you, and I think I've learned almost everything I know from you.
That's fair.
But well, football wise at least. Yeah, it's good. I like the draft. I like to be part of it and to root for not just the Miami Dolphins, but other players. Because sometimes just rooting for the Dolphins is just sad. Like,
It's not
I love
wrong.
I love the Dolphins, but sometimes they just break my heart. And if I can root for, I mean, from back in the day, like Aaron Rodgers or some cool guy that's getting all these points, yeah. But
All right, that's fair. Aaron, you got anything?
Sounds like you want to get on the fantasy bandwagon for points there. Stop
yeah,
stop drafting the home team for you.
you know, I'll probably get one or two Dolphins on my team. Maybe. Probably. Let's get real.
Probably
I'll
not.
probably-
Terrence is also in the league.
I'm going to fight him. It's going down. Terrence, if you're watching this, don't take all the Dolphins. Don't be like that.
Well, he already kept Devon Achane, so there's a little preview for the future. You're already down
Did
one
you see
Dolphin.
my glare, Terrence? Right here. Right to you. Okay.
All right. Well, I wanted to get your opinion of it because I do know it takes over our lives for, like I said, a good week. I mean, I literally had 5 or 6 things from Amazon delivered today. Plus, I've had the loser punishment stuff for a good month. I have some more stuff coming tomorrow. Like, it's a thing.
It's fabulous. You know, I kind of lose you from September to February, and it's so like it just happens that your birthday's in February right after the Super Bowl, and then you just come around again.
Yeah. Then I'm back.
I know, it's kind of weird like that.
Well, I appreciate that you actually watch football with me because
I do.
at least then we get to hang out.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. It's kind of getting rarer and rarer, in my opinion. So
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like to watch football. Like I said, I still don't know all of the I don't know all the rules. However, Steven is my pocket ref. He knows the calls they're going to make before they make them. Like he sees a yellow flag and he's like, "Oh, it was too many men in the backfield or they crisscrossed the routes or something." I don't know, but he calls it every time. And I'm like, "How did you know that?" But he just always knows what
he's
the
good.
call's
He's
gonna
good
be.
friends with Tony Romo.
Yeah, there it is.
I guess.
Yeah.
Because he just calls everything. I'm like, "Hey, I'm glad you could tell me before they do, because sometimes it takes them forever for the white hat dude to come on and say what it was." But
So from a different perspective, and I appreciate, and I do want to call it, I do appreciate that you put up with me during fantasy. I know this is my favorite thing. And it's rare to have a spouse that supports you doing something you enjoy in this manner. I mean, I do
how
a
is that
podcast about it.
rare?
You know what? I know it's rare, but I will say this, the other person on this podcast right now, Aaron, you also have a super supportive spouse, for football. She does fantasy as well. Do you have any perspective from Felicia's side? Like,
I would say that she definitely likes watching football more than playing fantasy right now at this point. I think it's gotten to the point of where it stresses her out. she's taking a break, but yeah, she has been super supportive of all that stuff, and actually has been in multiple leagues herself and won championships. So she definitely has gotten competitive. So that's something that's, and we use the term right now rare, but it definitely is. I don't see that too often at all. And Sarah's a part of that club.
Yep.
Hey, I made a club.
Yep. It's a pretty good club. As a spouse, it's nice to have a spouse who supports you.
Mhm.
All right. And I'm sure that's most of the people in this league. And I'm not trying to single out anyone, but if you are not in our league and you're watching this, try to get your wife involved or your husband or significant other involved into fantasy football with you. It doesn't always have to. We do a 10-team league and it's been going for a long time, but I've done 6-team leagues and 12-team family leagues. And if you're the ringer in those leagues, just let them have a good time. You don't have to take the best players. You don't have to win the whole thing. Now, granted, I probably would, but you can try to let them have a little fun too. All right. Let's get into why the league's here. Keepers. All right. So I'm going to go from 10 to 1. So we're going in reverse order on who was kept. I'm going to have a little ticker at the bottom. It's going to say who it is. And then I have a ticker at the end showing you all the keepers. So if you're here, talk about it or look at it. For the people here, I'm just going to have us talk a little bit about each keeper just because I was pretty impressed and I can tell everybody who wasn't kept. All right. So we'll start this off. Robert, the new guy to the league, which Sarah's technically taken over that title, but Robert is keeping Bucky Irving, he was picked up off of waivers, so he gets to be a 6th round pick. Honestly, when I was looking through his team, this was probably his best keeper. His other keepers were kind of like around the same round that they're being drafted in, because he traded Brock Bowers to JJ for Derrick Henry last year, right? So JJ kind of screwed the pooch a little bit, but got a great keeper in it. Robert gets Bucky Irving. So any thoughts?
It's probably his best value, that he went with. Everything else, like you said, is right where they'd be on their ADP rounds and stuff. So,
what I loved about Bucky Irving being kept here is he guarantees himself a running back 1. So if he wants to at that turn, he can go wide receiver, and he still walks away with Bucky Irving. And his draft last year was wide receiver heavy. I love this keeper pick. I love the value.
He'll be fine.
Yeah.
I thought Bucky Irving was a rookie this year.
No, he's a rookie last year.
Well, was I watching shows that came out last year?
You might have been watching some shows from last year.
I thought it was a rookie this year.
All right, let's get into the champs. Mike and Joe. So they're keeping Brian Thomas Jr. in the 10th round. This was just a great pick. They took Brian Thomas Jr. 10th round. These guys had more keeper options than anyone else in the league by far. They had Brian Thomas Jr. in the 10th. They had Jaden Daniels in the 11th. They had Jonathan Taylor in the 7th. They killed it. Now, Jonathan Taylor was kept from last year, so it would have been a little bit, I think if it was a 9th round pick last year, it would have been 7th this year. But, BTJ. So one of the best wide receivers off the board already. And I know as a Jacksonville fan, I'm sure that kind of hurts your heart a little bit there.
A little bit. We'll see how that whole wide receiver corps turns out. I'm completely interested.
Travis Hunter, they announced today, Pete Prisco of CBS announced that Travis Hunter is going to be a starting cornerback, and he's going to try to get 50 to 60 catches as a receiver this season for the Jags. So sounds like they're putting him at corner and moving him to receiver sparingly.
I mean, we need the defensive back help.
So
yeah, and that's probably why they're doing it.
If they're putting him at receiver, but they're gonna put him wherever else you said, where do you draft him at?
Well, we have IDPs in our league, so it kind of changes it up a little bit. I was looking at him if he was going to be full-time receiver and play defensive back sparingly, I would have pushed him up because he gets a pick or a few tackles.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where you put him now. He's hard to figure out because
in IDP. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like if he's playing corner, you don't want to draft him too high. But if he's going to get you 5 catches or 3 catches a game, that's pretty good. He's hard to figure out at this point.
So he's both a defense and offensive player.
Yes, he's the Swiss Army knife.
So if you get him as a defensive player, but they decide to have him play offense that game, do you get his points for offense too?
Yep. All right. Next is me. So I am keeping Puka Nacua in the 4th round.
I'm so surprised by that.
Honestly, my other options weren't fantastic. I had Saquon in the 2nd, and I had Josh Allen in the 4th as well. I did not draft well the later rounds. I thought about Josh Allen just because of the whole injury with Matthew Stafford. But at this point, Puka Nacua, he's a 2nd-round talent, is where he's been going off the board. I get a stud wide receiver in the 4th round. Can't go wrong with that. So
No, not at all.
Yep. I don't have much more to say. And if anybody else wants to add anything before I go to the next one, I will. I'll let you.
Does he still play for the Chargers?
He never played for the Chargers. He plays for the
Oh,
Rams.
Darn it.
He's on the other LA team.
Yeah, the other
That's
LA
what it
team.
must have been.
Yeah.
You all
right.
now realize why I didn't make the league until now.
All right. Next up is Sarah's keeper.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Jahmyr Gibbs in the 2nd. So she's taking over Keith's team. I mean, I'll let you speak for your own team, but this was probably the best value you had, which says why Keith finished 2nd to last.
Well, I don't know. I just knew Gibson. I knew the other players too, but I felt like he would probably be taken off the board sooner than wherever I kept him at, and it was a good choice.
Yeah, you're probably not getting him even at your spot with keepers at the 7th spot. He's probably going in the top 3.
Ooh, I
So
thought
it's
it was
not-
a good one.
It's not a terrible value to get him, and
That's great value. He was going to go in like number 3.
so
and I
Sarah
took
loves
him on
Sarah loves her
2nd.
keeper is the best way to say that.
Yeah, that's great.
I didn't even see Keith's team. I didn't get a chance to look, so
You didn't miss anything. Next up is Jacob. Jacob is keeping James Conner in the 8th round. Honestly, I missed this when I was going through. I projected pretty much everybody's keepers right on. Jacob was the one I missed. I did not see he had James Conner in the 8th. I actually was like, I'm not sure he's going to keep. I don't hate this keeper. He's going in the 4th, 5th, 6th round, somewhere in there. Getting him in the 8th round, great RB2.
yeah.
You have 7 picks before you even have to worry about it. So I love the later keepers. It's a great way to get decent value in.
I do have a question.
Shoot.
Real quick. So I hear you talk about fantasy a lot, obviously, and you say like wide receiver 1, RB2.
I'm just talking about the spot on your team, on your fantasy team. So RB2 in this scenario, you would like Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be your running back 1 because he'll be the first. Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Oh.
Okay.
No, this would be the 2nd running back that you'd pick. He'd be around that value.
So Jacob's going to pick a different running back, and this guy, Connor, is going to be his 2nd running back, even though he kept him.
Yep.
So kind of he would have been like his 1st running back.
But let's
You picked
say
him first.
just for projections values, right? So that we don't get too lost in the sauce here because you're kind of derailing this a little bit.
I didn't mean to. I just didn't understand why he's a
Stop
RB2
real quick.
when
Just
he's
stop.
a
I'm going to mute
RB1.
you.
Okay. Oh, those are fighting words.
He's just keeping him at a value, and he'll probably take a running back in the first 2 rounds, and that'll be his running back 1. This will be his 2nd running back.
You never know. He could take a bunch of running backs, and this is his running back 3.
It could be his
4.
running back 12, yeah. And he ends up being like, hey, just trade me somebody.
Yep.
Next one is
Okay, sorry to
JJ.
derail.
JJ is keeping Brock Bowers in the 10th round. So unfortunately for the rest of the league, we're not going to see Brock Bowers for 5 years. Like JJ's probably just going to keep Brock Bowers until he's a second round pick. And then, hey, look, we all finally get to draft him.
We'll
Great
see.
keeper. He's
You
projected.
never know. JJ gets crazy. That's how we got him in the trade.
JJ's like, I will trade you Brock Bowers for Kyrie
Derrick
Irving.
Henry.
Yeah, just great. The only bad thing for the rest of the league is one of the top tight ends is already off the board. Next
Is
is
he a tight end?
Brock Bowers is a tight end. Yep.
Huh.
Next up is Brandon. Brandon is keeping Ladd McConkey in the
Ladidi.
9th round. Great pick. Great keeper. You know, I've done another draft with Brandon. He took him in the 3rd round. So obviously he loves Ladd McConkey. He's taking him he's keeping him in the 9th round.
I've been living under a rock. How do you think Keenan Allen's going to affect him?
Honestly, I don't think Keenan Allen has that big of an effect. I was excited in Dynasty to take Trey Harris. That's who I think it has the effect on. I don't think Trey Harris sees anything until next year now.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that.
So that one kind of disappointed because I had big hopes for Trey Harris, and I think Keenan Allen signing just derails that.
Is Keenan Allen playing with
He's
the
back.
Chargers?
All those receivers, somebody's posted it somewhere. Amari Cooper, Keenan Allen, there was a few other ones have gone back to their original teams. Adam Thielen. So 2015,
10 years.
It's all gone back 10 years later. Yeah. All right. Next pick is Terrence. I already kind of mentioned this. Terrence is keeping Devon Achane.
Hey, dude.
The most homer pick ever.
For real?
I don't blame him. Last year he kept Tyreek Hill. At some point, I'm just expecting any Dolphin he drafts to be kept. It's not terrible value.
No,
Terrence, I'm coming after you. I'm taking the Dolphins this year.
He's already got a calf strain in preseason, though. So, Is it CMC 2.0? Just take
hopefully not.
Just snipe Ollie Gordon from him there, Sarah, and then you can be
Olive Garden.
Yeah.
I nicknamed him Olive Garden because his name is Ollie Gordon, and it kind of sounds like Olive Garden.
Next up is our last place finisher from first to worst. One of my favorite people, Aaron. Aaron is keeping Chase Brown, 11th round. Again, great value. I mean, I hate that you have him this late because I think you probably have 2 more years of him being the starter in Cincinnati, and then they probably draft somebody. But great value for the next. I mean, it could be longer, but at least 2 years.
Yeah, hopefully a couple of years. We'll see where it goes.
Chase Brown was one of those guys I was targeting, and I've been targeting a lot of this year. Just, off the board now.
That's my goal this year, is to pick up like a random dude who turns out to be awesome.
Don't pick up random dudes. You're married.
You gotta find the sleepers.
Yeah, I didn't know what they were called, but the ones in the last couple rounds, and you're just like, nah, why not? That's what I'm going to do, and it's going to be amazing. And I'm going to keep them you're going to kick me out because I'm going to have these cool guys in.
You can only keep one of them, so
That's okay.
Okay.
Why keep you?
Okay, cool. Last but not least, so this one's a fun one. So Ryan got the first pick and kept Joe Burrow. I'm going to be honest that I felt like this was kind of a shot in the dark because I thought there was a chance Robert kept Jamar Chase. So he got a little lucky, right? If Jamar Chase is kept, maybe he's then targeting T. Higgins, but we already know he's going for the stack.
Yeah, I would say so with that.
Yeah.
Being his keeper.
Yeah.
How many times did you start him last year?
I don't think I was surprised. He's a huge Chiefs fan. And so I was like, really? he's like, I want to win this year. So I think he kind of got that itch.
So his round 1 pick is he already told you that?
I mean, it's kind of obvious. It's got to be Jamar Chase, right? Like, Aaron, would you expect anything else? You're keeping Joe Burrow. You're taking Jamar Chase.
Yeah, the only thing makes sense is to stack him. With him having the first pick, it's the
13th round for Joe Burrow. So
yeah,
he's fine. And switching to 6-point passing touchdowns, which is what we're doing this year. Him keeping Joe Burrow with Jamar Chase. Even if Joe Burrow goes down, he's fine. He kept him for a 13th round pick. That was a fun eye contact there, Sarah.
I just wanted to see if you'd be able to see that.
Just so everybody knows what's going on down here, I can only fit so many letters. So it'll tell you the round the player is being kept and the player being kept. So you're seeing right now 2, Jahmyr Gibbs, 2nd round Jahmyr Gibbs, 4, Puka, 10, Brian Thomas Jr., 6, Bucky Irving. This is going in order. So 13, round 13, Joe Burrow, that's to Ryan, so on and so forth. I'm going to keep that at the bottom for everyone. Just so you guys can write it down if you need to, whatever you may need to, because we're hitting that time. We're going to start wrapping us up because I don't want to go much longer than 30 minutes. So I have a few special Easter eggs. So Aaron hasn't seen this. They saw me setting it up, but they don't know what it is.
Can I just make one comment really quick?
You're 100% allowed to.
Okay.
If we're going to derail, just derail us at this point, right? Like,
I just really love that you called it Easter eggs like Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I watched the Jason Kelce, Travis Kelce with T Swift, right? Like, I'm a Swiftie now. It had nothing to do with my daughter makes me listen to it every day as I drop her off at school. Like, that's not it.
Take it off.
So, what I'm going to show you guys here.
That's all.
What I'm going to show you guys here is this year we're switching the draft up a little bit. Ryan's not going to be able to join us. Neither is Jacob. And this has always been one of those things in the past that has made life hard, right? Because we in-person draft.
Boo.
So this year I got us signed up for a special app where people who are not in the state can still draft on their phone or computer. But for the people in the draft, it's going to be a much more experience. I have walk-up songs. I have pictures. I have so many fun things for this draft this year. So with all that being said, everybody...
Did you do Shake It Off for your song?
All of the people in this all these pictures that are about to come up are to a person in the league. I'm kind of hoping the two of you will just kind of guess, and I can tell you yes or no. But they're all supposed to be for fun, first and foremost. Each person kind of got picked on in different ways. Aaron, yours is more picked on with your walk-up song than your picture. Some of these are pictures and the walk-up song. Everybody's a little bit different.
No.
But I just want to show you guys this. It's not in any order. So just understand it's not Ryan, Aaron, whatever. I'm just going to show you these pictures. Just quick guess on who you think it is. All right?
Mm-hmm. What do we get if we win?
Nothing. Who's this picture for?
I don't see a picture.
Well, it's because you're on your phone. You both are on your phone. I didn't realize that you guys would.
No, I can see it.
Okay.
It's Travis Hunter, right? So
that is Travis Hunter. Yep.
Not fair.
Maybe me. I know it's not me. So
it's for you, Aaron. It is for you.
Is it? Okay.
Yes.
I want to see it.
I'm so sorry. You'll have to maybe come downstairs and you can mute yourself and you can come see it on the computer screen.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Okay.
Hold on.
So Sarah's going to disappear, I think. And yeah, I'm just going to remove her. And it'll just be you and I for a second. All right, Aaron. So you got that one right. I did pick Travis Hunter, but I picked on you a lot in this thing that we're going to do. And I felt like there's a point where it's like, okay, not everything has to be pick on Aaron. All right. So next one up. This one's going to be hard, I think, to figure out. But if you figure it out, I'll tell you. And if not, I'll still tell you.
We're gonna need a bigger bandwagon. Who's the bandwagoner in our?
It's an inside joke, and I don't know if you're a part of it.
Hmm.
Here comes Sarah.
Ryan.
This is not for Ryan. No.
Oh, it's for Brandon.
This is for Brandon.
because Brandon's team is not the Chiefs, but he always drafts the Chiefs.
Sarah nailed it. Yep. Aaron, the picture I wanted to put for you was the Devontae Adams chasing down the.
Oh, I would have loved that.
But I could not find that picture that would come out decently clear. It was either too big or too small. So just know that that's the picture I had in my heart. But
I love it.
all right, this one I don't know if you guys will get, but
I don't know what Fab is.
I'm so glad you're in the league.
I
Free
hate
agent
it.
acquisition budget.
Oh, it has nothing
Didn't
to
we
do
have
with
a trade
Chiefs.
with Fab?
Yes, but this is something a little different. So every year,
It's
Jacob
probably JJ. Oh,
Jacob ends with some of the most amount of fab on his team.
Just never uses it.
He just never uses it, but doesn't have to.
Huh?
All right, next.
That's probably you.
That's
That's
not
JJ.
me. It's 100% JJ.
Oh, I can see that now. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
All right, this one is a fun one.
That's funny.
Taco.
It's not
It's
JJ because he
Taco.
hates kickers.
It's not JJ. There's one person in our league who talks about bringing a kicker back every year. Talks about punters too. It's Mike and Joe. Mike
Oh.
always talks about how he needs kickers.
Ah,
Like, you
that
know,
score the most points on your
I
team
need
every
kickers.
year. It's dumb.
All right. This one, it's a little shot. I'm not gonna lie.
that also applies to me. I feel like.
A little bit, but this is I put this for Robert because he was so close his first year. He finished second.
Yeah.
I just thought it would be a fun one to add.
No, that's a good one for Rob.
All right. This one.
It's probably you because
This
you
is
said
not
Easter eggs.
this is not for me.
It's for me.
It's not for you.
What?
This is for Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh, because he's a Chiefs
As a Chiefs fan, he gets Taylor Swift.
Damn it, Ryan.
All right, next.
Ha! It's probably for you.
This is for Sarah.
Sarah.
That's Dan Marino when he was like 12.
Yes. Well, this is one of my favorite things he ever said is he's shooting a commercial. They talk about it. He goes, "You flubbed the line," the director, and he goes, "There was no flub. I didn't flub it. I didn't flub. There was no flub." And then he re-records it, and then he goes, "Fuck it, send it." And that's the end of the whole clip. And it's one of my favorite clips ever. I always feel like that's you in a situation. I didn't mess up. No, send it. I'm done. That's why I picked that one.
That's a good one.
That's JJ.
This is not we already picked JJ.
I mean, JJ does say that a lot.
It is JJ, but he always blames me. So I said this
So
one
it's for
was-
you.
Yeah, this was for me. You guys been working in collusion? You're all against me.
He said that you and I were in collusion.
I believe
Exactly.
it.
I was like, dude.
Okay, so we only have one left, and it's going to be the most obvious one, but
Terrence.
Terrence. I mean, he's going to take all the Dolphins. It doesn't matter that I'm a Dolphin fan. It doesn't matter
Nope.
that you're a Dolphin fan.
We're-
Terrence
bring
is
it on,
taking all the
Terrence.
Dolphins.
Bring it. Bring it.
Like I said, so I'm gonna end it there, right? So we're pretty much done here. I hope you guys enjoy the pictures. I hope you, for all of our people, all the people in our league, I can't wait to see you all Monday. Remember,
Except for Jacob and Ryan.
yeah, except for Jacob and Ryan, those two losers are doing stuff. Losers.
Damn, who does stuff on Labor Day?
Remember $50 buy-ins, please.
What?
Remember, we are having. I cannot mute you anymore, so you have to mute yourself.
Okay, $50 buy-in.
Remember, we are getting together a little early to go watch Aaron go to Dion's and do his fantasy last place punishment. Aaron, I appreciate you being a good sport. He'll get to see, he's seen his last place stuff. It's nothing terrible. It is fun. It's all for fun. Other than that, I appreciate everybody in this league getting me their keepers in so timely that I can get this out on a Thursday and not have to wait till Friday. I'm super stoked to see you all. I am going to send out one more text asking for a few more things. Pretty sure it's just JJ and Mike that I'm going to require to bring something else. And I'm just going to give you guys stuff. You know, sucks to be you at this point. You didn't sign up. You don't get the pick anymore.
And don't correct any mistakes on the text.
Yeah. All right, Ashton. All right, guys. Have a good one. I'll see you all Monday. Can't wait to dominate you all in the fantasy league. Aaron?
Going down.
Peace.
We'll see y'all later.